Good afternoon. Today you will be hearing a breakdown of a case study on Under Armour. For those who are not familiar with Under Armour, it is an American company that manufactures footwear, sports, and casual apparel. According to Under Armour's official website, their vision is to inspire you with performance solutions you never knew you needed and can't imagine living without.
Many of us today know Under Armour for their apparel and presence in the sports industry. The Under Armour brand dominates the performance apparel category so much that the name has become synonymous with the product. Athletes such as Michael Phelps, Cam Newton, Misty Copeland, and Stephen Curry have been seen promoting the brand. Not many of us know about Under Armour's humble beginnings, however. Under Armour founder Kevin Plank was a football player at the University of Maryland, and he always hated how his cotton t-shirts would get drenched in sweat. He thought that the sweat would make the shirt heavy, which in turn negatively affected his play on the field. He thought that if he were to create a lightweight shirt with moisture-wicking properties, players would ultimately perform better. He and his good friend Kip Fulks, who's also an athlete, did not have a lot of money to start off with. They started off in Plank's grandmother's townhouse with $20,000 of their own money, $40,000 of credit, and took a small business loan of $250,000. Plank's initial plan was to produce a product that would help improve performance by regulating athletes' body temperature, allowing them to keep cool, dry, and feel light. The initial concept was simple: create a t-shirt that would be affordable, featherweight, moisture-wicking, helpful to every individual's athlete's body type and training environment, and would fit skin tight so they would easily lie flat under straps, pads, jerseys, you name it. By the end of the company's first year, 500 Under Armour Heat Gear sweat-resistant shirts were sold in various styles, accounting to about $17,000 in sales. The mission of Under Armour is to make technically advanced products that are engineered with superior fabric construction to provide proven innovation available to the masses, aimed at making athletes perform better, and that's according to UnderArmour.com. When Under Armour first started, companies like Nike, Adidas, Champion, and Russell were already running the market. They did not have the same brand awareness, nor did they have the same budget to work with. Nike owned 21% of the athletic apparel market, including 32.5% of the shirt miscellaneous tops market. Nike also ranked first in market share revenue among men, 23.7%, and women, 19%. Adidas was second in the market with a market share of 13%. Adidas, however, was the leader in athletic apparel for boys and girls, so 18.6% for boys, 17.1% market share for girls at the time. Under Armour was a small brand trying to get on the level of the big companies like Nike, Adidas, Champion. Under Armour needed to create inexpensive marketing strategies that not only aligned with the organization's overall brand strategy, but would also help it rise above the clutter in the market.
Under Armour uses various techniques when it comes to their marketing strategy. Plank believed that players feeling lighter, quicker, and more comfortable in their gear would lead to better performance, which is true. So, he decided to transform this idea into a reality. At its beginning, Under Armour faced a crowded marketplace. Since Nike, Adidas, Russell, and Champion were already prominent names in the athletic apparel department, Under Armour had to come up with creative ways to market their brand. They came up with various marketing techniques, marketing initiatives to develop their corporate image and reach a large audience. Since they were an up and coming brand, Under Armour didn't have the marketing budget to compete with top companies like Nike and Adidas. They had to come up with inexpensive strategies to spread their name. So they decided to use athlete endorsement, product seeding, word of mouth marketing, popular culture, and product placement. Athlete endorsement is getting the product in the hands of athletes who actually use them on a day to day basis. These athletes could leverage the t shirts directly to the consumer, which is exactly what companies want. We know that nowadays athletes have a great deal of persuading power, especially with younger people who want to be pros or semi pros just like them. The powerful motivation to purchase the shirts convinced marketers to use celebrities and athletes to pursue product endorsement. To do this, Plank filled his truck with Under Armour products and drove to every Atlantic Coast Conference school to pitch his idea. His first contract was with Georgia Tech, which was soon followed by Arizona State University. The use of these celebrity and athlete endorsement captures the attention of consumers, strengthens the brand name, reinforces the image of the product, and increases the likelihood of purchase, which is always the most important thing. Plank knew that when players got injured, did pregame workouts, or the game was over, athletes would remove their jerseys, revealing the Under Armour brand across their chest or their shorts or wherever it was. He was sure this would be seen across the nation on TVs, magazines, newspapers, and online articles everywhere. Under Armour was worn by players in interviews, training, workouts, and general day-to-day activities because it was comfortable. The negatives, however, of athlete endorsement is that athletes could sometimes act in questionable or negative ways, which would indirectly damage the brand name. This is the last thing that companies want, is when their athletes start damaging their own name. Athlete endorsement, however, is generally a successful marketing strategy because it captures the attention and interests of young athletes who aspire to be just like these professionals. Word of mouth marketing is the number of people the consumer engages with in conversations about the brand. This is one of the most impactful and powerful types of marketing because it reaches the largest audience. It influences product awareness, expectations, perceptions, attitudes, behavioral intentions, and of course, actual purchases, which is very important. As word of mouth marketing became more prominent, Under Armour brand began stretching past the locker room and onto friends and family. More people began actively looking to purchase Under Armour products because of what was told to them by their family and friends. Under Armour didn't necessarily have to put money into this type of marketing. It's a natural way for them, for their name, for their brand to be exposed to more people. So Under Armour appeared in movies like Dodgeball, Game Night, $1 Million Baby, Fantastic Four, and many others, which was seen by a lot of people, and this name was spread out throughout. This led to a wider audience experiencing and learning about their products. The infusion of pop culture and buzz marketing made a massive impact to the brand recognition and popularity of Under Armour. When brands are able to evoke energy and emotion of what's popular and trending at the moment, they're more likely to stand out in today's cluttered and oversaturated market. Under Armour succeeded in this because it brought two perspectives. On one hand, their products were meant for intense, hardcore athletes who would use their t-shirts, shorts, and other apparel for everyday training, workouts, and games. On the other hand, it was comfortable enough to wear on most occasions any day you wanted. Under Armour leveraged their design software, new manufacturing techniques, latest material engineering, and robust information technology against other companies. Under Armour was able to take advantage of media having such a large impact on society by gaining positive social exposure. This led to more sales because people perceived the company to be upstanding and selling quality products compared to if a company was not perceived as upstanding.
A well-funded marketing budget will go a long way towards building the brand. Unfortunately, with the marketing budget of fragment of its competitors, Under Armour had to find other ways to build its brand awareness. Initially, they focused on video games and TiVo, as traditional 30-second TV inventory was not as effective as it had been in the past. Today, it is fairly common to see companies utilize multiple marketing methods that are more effective than traditional advertising methods. When it comes to sports, companies cannot afford to be left outside the TV frame. Advertisers must now focus on having their brand image seen while the game is playing through the use of in-field signage and computer enhancements. Product placement has become extremely important. Marketers use placement to determine multi-million-dollar advertising and promotional campaigns. Under Armour has used dozens of TV shows and movies to promote the benefits of its product line to a larger audience. Under Armour attire can be seen used in the 2005 movie Bad News Bears, The Fantastic Four, Friday Night Lights, Dodgeball, Game Plan, and I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. Under Armour had a prominent role in television shows such as Amazing Race, The Apprentice, Friday Night Lights, Playmaker, Two a Day, and The Wire. Under Armour also has entered the gaming world by advertising in video games, providing another outlet for the brand development and awareness. Establishing a successful company is not easy. Having a strategy will only take you 50% of the way. The other 50% comes from the successful implementation of that strategy. Kevin Plank's early strategy allowed Under Armour to develop through marketing efforts such as athlete endorsement and product seeding, word-of-mouth marketing, popular culture, and product placement. Now, Under Armour's success comes from the market share growth and expanded industry stature and revenue, television and network advertising, licensing deals, and title sponsorship for events such as the Under Armour High School All-America. Values are at the center of the Under Armour organization. Kevin Plank continues to keep those core values as the company grows and continues with his original concept to develop a product that would help make all athletes, amateur to professional, feel good about themselves when being active.